So anyway, here's the next bit of the song really, putting this song together that I was working on. Cast your mind back. I thought of a title and something that my song was going to be about, which was this thing, riding the whale, or something like that. Anyway, about whale rides. Anyway, and to do with my dad and being a kid. So I thought I would develop that a bit further and sort of talk about how get this sense of freedom of being a kid, and that your imagination running wild as you're sort of splashing around in the swimming pool, all that sort of stuff. So the first thing really I do is when I'm writing lyrics is write down pretty much the first thing that comes into my head. That's what I do, because you can always cross it out. So just put something down. It's a bit like writing anything really. Just put something down. Put down. It can be complete nonsense, but if it's got the right feel, it doesn't really matter. You can always come back to it. Sometimes nonsense works as well. I mean, for some reason, they're the right words. But try and get them in. Try and get the meter right. I think that's the key. Try and get the rhythm right, so it ties in with whatever tune or rhythm you've got in your head. Anyway, so look, I tend to do it longhand. I can't work on a computer. I was talking to Josie about this the other day, and she's the same when she writes stuff. She can't really be creative when it comes to writing when she's writing on a computer for some reason. So look, I mean, this is probably the second rewrite of these lyrics. It's a mess. Yeah, seriously, it's a mess. And you put phrases down, and then you get them out of order, reorder them, cross things out, and then you have to keep coming back to it, and you work on it and work on it. Sometimes the words just fall into place, but more often than not, you obsess about it. You have to obsess about it. So, and then you start thinking about the length of the song. Sometimes the tune that you've got in mind changes. Sometimes the rhythm changes because the words you're coming up with dictate the rhythm rather than the other way around. But in this case, I had a meter, had a rhythm that I wanted to stick to, and that's what I did. So I've got I'm your child, I'll feel you in my blood. That's the first line. Carried through it. And I always try and like to rhyme. So blood, flood, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Mud. Come up with something, contrive some sort of way to rhyme it. That's what I do anyway. Carry me through the tempest and the flood. Nourish me and always keep me warm. Then this bit gets a bit hazy because I rewrote this bit about five or six times. Showed me how to protect myself from harm. Warm and harm is a bit of a dodgy rhyme. Doesn't really matter though. It works. So that's my first verse. And when I wrote this, first of all, I was doing it. I'm your child, da 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 da, and then coming straight in with the next line. But now I've actually put these words down. I've got the gap in between those phrases a lot longer, and it's drawn the song out, and it actually works a little bit better, I think. But my advice to anybody writing is just trying to come up with lyrics. Is just put anything down. Do it on paper. That's what I would do. There's something about putting it down on paper which is quite good. I don't know what it is, but it's more to do with the crossing out. I think you can kind of see where you've been. I think that's what it is. You can see the words you used before, and you can see the possible improvement. I think that's probably what it is. Yeah, I'll give you a quick blast. So it goes. I'm your child, I feel you in my blood. Carry me through the tempest and the flood. Nourish me and always keep me warm. Show me how to protect myself from harm. Next time I'll tell you about the chorus. That's probably about it for now. Alright, see you later. Oh, cake. Don't forget the cake.